A gracious good day to one and all once again. 'Tis I, Norton the First, by grace of God, Emperor of the United States and Protector of Mexico, back at you with episode 42 of Emperor Norton's fantastic history vlog. Look for more technical improvements today. But on this day, we shall begin with San Francisco history, once again, quoting from John Ralston's wonderful book, This Date in California, in San Francisco, rather. It was on this date in 1903 that President Theodore Roosevelt visited San Francisco. He'd become president after the assassination of President William McKinley in September of 1901. And he made a transcontinental railroad tour, accompanied by a dozen Secret Service agents, selected for their ability to keep up with him. He would arrive in San Francisco on May 12, 1903 at 3rd and Townsend Street train station. It was there that he was met by Chronicle co-founder Michael DeYoung, Mayor Eugene Schmitz, and Governor George Pardee. And he toured the YMCA building, and the evening of May 12th, there was a banquet at the Palace Hotel in which gold in all aspects were shown. 600 guests paid $20 in gold per plate, ate on golden service, laid on cloth of gold with golden tassels beneath the gold-hued lightning, and drank golden wine, whatever that was. The following day, Schmitz, DeYoung, and a citizens committee accompanied Teddy Roosevelt to the Cliff House for lunch, then drove back through Golden Gate Park and the Panhandle to Baker Street, where he broke ground for a monument to his predecessor, William McKinley, watched by a crowd estimated at 10,000. That evening, he spoke at the Mechanics Pavilion. The next day, he dedicated the Dewey Monument in Union Square that is still with us. Well, let's get to some of our other stories for today. There's a few things to talk about, I suppose. In 1789, the Society of St. Tammany is formed by Revolutionary War soldiers. It later became an infamous group of New York City political bosses, Tammany Hall. 1901 was President McKinley's visit to San Francisco. 1921, National Hospital Day is first observed in the United States. Hats off to all health workers today and every day through this pandemic. In 1932, the body of kidnapped son of Charles Lindbergh is found in Hopewell, New Jersey. 1937 was the coronation of King George VI in Great Britain. Of course, the father of Queen Elizabeth, the current reign of the current sovereign. Pardon me, I should know that. I'm a sovereign myself. It was in this date in 1938 that Sandoz Labs manufactures LSD for the first time. In 1963, on this date, Bob Dylan, now it's said that he walked off the Ed Sullivan Show over censorship of his song, Talkin' Sean Birch Paranoid Blues. They would not let him sing it. The stories go that he was very angry and stormed out in a huff, but here's a quote from the show producer, Bob Precht. He said, "I explained the situation to Bob and asked him if he wanted to do something else, and Bob quite appropriately said, no, this is what I want to do. I can't play my song. I'd rather not appear on the show." It was that simple. Stories get out of hand sometimes, don't they? 1967 rather. This is the anniversary of the release of Are You Experienced by the band Jimi Hendrix Experience. 1978, the U.S. Commerce Department says hurricane names will no longer be only female. Birthdays on this date. Speaking of nurses, Florence Nightingale, 1820. Otto Frank, 1889, the father of Anne Frank. 1907, Katharine Hepburn, the Cadillacs are in bloom. You know, she never said that. 1925, Yogi Berra. 1928, Burt Bacharach, great songwriter. 1937, that was 1928 on Burt Bacharach. 1937, George Carlin. We could sure use him now, couldn't we? Yes, indeed. 1948, musician Steve Winwood. 1956, this is considered to be the birth date of Homer Simpson. Dope! 1968, American skateboarder Tony Hawk was born on this day. Deaths on this day, film director and, of course, co-star of Sunset Boulevard, Eric von Stroheim, 1971, Tor Johnson. Now that's a name that might not be familiar to you unless you are a fan of the movie Plan 9 from Outer Space. We hope we have a picture of him here in a moment. And let's see, who else do we have? 1992, Brady Bunch star Robert Reed. 1999, illustrator Saul Steinberg. 2001, Mr. Smooth himself, Mr. Relaxation, Perry Como. And 2008, the famous artist Robert Rauschenberg. Well, that wraps it up for today. Until we meet again tomorrow, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside, go outside, wear a mask, be kind to each other, be smart, and we shall see you again.